Hi there guys, here I am for another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about, I understand that it's a dead thing practically by now. It's been released, it's been done, people see it, people love it, and I know that I've done a second chance video upon it. And I think in that video that I'm just going to leave the rants to rest or something like that. But honestly, due to me watching Your Movie Sucks.org's quickie Evil Dead 2013 review, I decided, what the hell, I just feel like ranting about something, and this is another rant about Evil Dead 2013, and it could basically generate into a video about the hype of films hype, and basically, yeah, it could just simply be a video about Evil Dead remakes hype, or it could just be easily just be about hype for films in general. And first of all, I've seen the Evil Dead remake 6 times. And I think, yeah, 6 times. Just to keep my memory up about the film. Seen it once in theaters, saw it multiple times once I received the Blu-ray of it, and ultimately, it's the worst remake I've ever seen. It gives the Nightmare on Elm Street remake a run for its money. See, there's some remakes that I'm not a remake hater. I just wish that filmmakers would actually have stick-to-itiveness, like Hollywood would have stick-to-itiveness to sequels. Because I just want to have more sequels, and I don't want to have sequels to reboots or remakes or reboots and remakes. But I'm not 100% hating on remakes, because most of this is just people hate on remakes. The hate for remakes is ultimately a stupid criticism. It's like, oh, I don't like it because it's a remake. Majority of people who hate upon remakes don't think for themselves, or they're really nostalgic. Few of them, I do believe that's their honest opinion, and I'm fine with that, but it seems like majority of them just regurgitate what every other person says about a remake. Now, majority of the franchise's last entry, like Freddy vs. Jason, that was the last entry for the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. They left it open for a sequel. Technically speaking, Jason X was the last entry in chronological terms, in chronological way that the timeline of those particular films came out. But what they decided to do, instead of continuing, I would just say, fucking continue with that franchise instead of going with the remakes, because yeah, you're still gonna make profit. It isn't that bad of an idea. Just continue. But anyways, we're losing it. And the the remakes that I like the Funny Games remake, um, Last House on the Left remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, um, mm, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. I kind of enjoyed that in film. Um, the Friday 13th remake, I go on and off sometimes because it's a Marcus Nispel. Sure, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a Marcus Nispel joint, but something about Marcus Nispel, I just don't want to give the guy a chance. I don't want this range, but he still is a good remaker. Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 2 will be a piece of shit. See, the worst ones are Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 2, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I Spit on Your Grave remakes, and the Evil Dead remake. We already had a remake with The Cabin in the Woods for Evil Dead. Anyways, we're going on a whole variety of things. We need to stick to the main topic at hand, the hype. And for what people, the main thing that people say when they look at this film, they don't. When I watch a film, I look for character development. I look for a good plot, good character development. And if it's a horror film, there must be scares. See, to me, a true horror fan goes into a horror film not for gore. Gore and nudity shouldn't be in horror films. Shouldn't be in horror films at all. Some people say, well, art shouldn't have guidelines. And to me, I believe that art should have guidelines. And see, art should have guidelines. This is you being insecure about your horror fan and your horror fanness. Because a true horror fan goes in for great character development, great plot, and good scares. See, that's what horror is meant to be. But lazy fucking filmmakers like Fede Alvarez, and thanks to you, not true horror fans, you're just feeding into lazy filmmakers like Fede Alvarez with his gore. There was no nudity in the film, thank God, but still, it's just a gore. All it really had, all that really leaned on was the gore. The characters were ridiculously stupid decisions, and none of them were likable, and the story is just ultimately like a poor man's version of Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is what I consider to be the Evil Dead remake. So, okay. The Evil Dead hype. You horror fans, fake horror fans, think that it looks so amazing. Think that it looks so amazing with the gore and everything. And really, that's just stupid. That's a stupid thing. It doesn't mean that's going to be a good movie. There's plenty of movies that have gore in them. That are gore in them. But does that really make a film better? No. Okay. Film better. Okay, no. And then you have, now let's talk about hype of films in general for a little bit. Sometimes I believe that hype is. I believe that it could be. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing for filmmakers to make, for the filmmakers and the studios who make the films. It's like free advertisement, and for the fans of films, it is kind of annoying. But the thing is that fans don't realize, and I'm realizing I'm doing it right now. Fans don't realize that they feed into the hype when they complain about hype. Yeah, so hype, no matter what, it's something that we're not gonna escape. It's still gonna be there. And it's gonna be good for the filmmakers and good for them. But ultimately, fans are gonna be pissed off because people go like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" I don't love that film because it's gory. Ultimately, I'm not really a big fan of hype, and ultimately, the Evil Dead remake. Go back to the topic at hand. The Evil Dead remake is just a generic version of the Evil Dead, and the Evil Dead is a non-generic film. It's the most original horror films. Sure, people are gonna say it ripped off Equinox. I don't know much about Equinox, but from my knowledge, the films the only two similarities is 5 friends and demon possessions. I don't know. That's all the differences between those two films. But yeah, the Evil Dead 2013 replaced Ash with the female girl, which that's like most horror films would do. So ultimately, I don't recommend you see that film. Anyways, check out my hour and 8-minute review on this channel. It's like multiple videos down. Go to Brainly 1795. Check out my multiple list of Evil Dead rants. I ranted about this film for months on end, and check out my first review, which is a standalone review of Evil Dead, and then a comparison review with Evil Dead 1981, and then just watch all of them. Sure, they may be repeating the same stuff, but still, there's a bit of difference there. Ultimately, I think that you guys would have some enjoyment. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good time.